Hello everyone. So I am here today with Rye, my dog's only two, who if you watch my last video, he was in that one as well. I love him right now. I'm sorry. He's been apart for like a week because his head was off while I gave him a new face up. So like now he's put back together. I'm just like, I love you. I'm sorry I missed you. So yeah. But anyway, so my 2013 doll plans as of right now, these are all subject to change simply because that's just how I am. In preparation for this video, I actually watched my video from last year and realized I didn't fulfill any of them. So so I'm going to try my best to actually fulfill these. That'll be nice. So for starters, I want to please by the end of the year get everyone face up. I have lots of blank dolls at the moment, but I want to at least work on that so that I can grab a doll at random and they'll be ready to go. Right now I have dolls that I really wish I could like take out and take a picture of. And there's a car alarm going off, sorry. But anyway, I have dolls that I wish I could grab off the shelf and take pictures of, but then they're blank and I don't know how many people are interested in that, and it's really frustrating. So I want to work on that. That's my first main thing, actually, because I actually like doing face ups, and I know they're not the best, but I like doing them. So that will probably be one I'll be able to fulfill, while not exactly easily because I'm hypercritical of myself. I should at least be able to fulfill that. Another one that I mentioned last year but did not do is I want to work on my photography. I'm going to start by getting a new lens for my camera. I don't know when I'll be able to get it, but I'm shooting for March for right now, if only because next month I do want to try and pay on my Decadol Shao a little bit so I can get him here. But I do want to get a new lens, that 50mm lens that a lot of doll users like to use, simply because you can get in real nice and close to your dolls, and it creates nice depth of field. And I just would love to try that out. And the lens itself is not very expensive, so I was like, why not? At the very least, if I don't really like using it, didn't lose a ton of money over it. I already have the big expense, which is the camera itself, the actual body of the camera. So I do want to actually actively work on my photography, unlike last year where I didn't. So yes, that's actually one of my main priorities, if only because I want to really get my dolls out there more. Yeah, I've been feeling like I'm shying them away, and I think that's because I've been very critical of myself recently. But I really love my dolls, and I know not everyone will love them, but if anyone has the potential to love them, I want my dolls to be out there so they can see them. So yeah. And next that I wanted to work on last year, but kind of did, but kind of really didn't, is sewing. I'm going to start small with this one and say that by the end of the year, I want to have made the 2 other outfits I have planned for Bonbon, my doll Chateau Olivia. I want them made. That's it. Very simple. I'm going to start there and then expand. But I'm going to start with that one because she's the one that I really actually have to sew for. Everyone else I can actually buy for. So I don't put much stock into making them things, even though I should. I actually really should, because I have such cute fabrics for a lot of my dolls. But for her, you know, there's not many things readily available for a doll Chateau body. So I want to at least get her 2 more outfits, because the one she has, she constantly wears it because, like, I have nothing else for her, and it's really pathetic. So I want to work on that. Another one that I'm trying to think of is I want to get a really good start on my 2 soon monthly dolls, my Sard slash Chalco and my Io slash Eclase, who I keep calling a Griffin now. Keep thinking Gryffindor every time I see it, because my friends pointed it out, because Io wears a lion mask and Eclase has bird feet, and you're like, oh my god, it's a Griffin. I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that, or if I did, I totally forgot. So like, if I mentioned it before, you're like, you mentioned that before. Totally forgot until they brought it up. So yeah, I want to get a good start on them. So far I have not started on them, simply because I am completely intimidated by them, because I have to blush hose, and I want their face-ups to be pretty, and I have to make them some sort of clothing that also works with their hooves. I don't know what, or hooves and bird feet. I don't know how to do that, but I want to figure it out. I figure the easiest thing to do, the one that I know I can do by the end of the year, is get their stands and to get them new string. They need heavier string. So does my soon Sabic. I'll probably get a whole big spool of whatever string size I think they need, because right now they're just super floppy, but that's because like their fantasy parts are super heavy. And same for my Sabic. While you know he doesn't have fancy parts, he has very long legs, and that just weighs him down, and he's just flop 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 and scamming. So those are the 2 things I think I can manage without freaking out, because I really want them like to be, I guess I want to say, showpieces for my collection. They probably won't get much like playing with. They'll probably just like be on their stands and just stand there and be like beautiful, but I want them to actually stand there and be beautiful rather than sit there and be blank. And I want to actively work on that. And then I want to actively work on getting everyone, and I mean every doll I have, shoes. It's something that like I've really put off, and that I've tried before and it hasn't really worked out. And then like sometimes I'll just look at the shoe prices and I'm like, oh god, I don't even want to deal with that, but I'm tired of them not having shoes. And I don't have, actually all my characters have some form of shoe. Even Vi, who doesn't really like to wear shoes, and Rai absolutely hates shoes, but even they wear things on their feet when they go out. I managed to find something for both Rai and Vi. For Vi, he's my boy and girl Sky, by the way. For Vi, I found him slippers, and for him I found him some like really loose wintry looking boots, something he would wear, his character would wear. But I need to keep going and make sure everyone in my collection has shoes, especially since I keep like, my dolls keep sharing shoes, which just bothers me, because like I just do it so they have something on their feet, but it may or may not fit their character, and that just annoys me. And just like little things like that. So there's that. And I want to definitely continue working on, I started this last year, but I want to continue working on I hesitate to say complete my dolls, because I've said that several times before, and then I realized my dolls will never be truly complete. There will always be something I can and want to get for them. It's never ending. Like at one point I thought Rai was complete, and then I wanted to get him a new wig, which I got, which is this one, and then I wanted to give him a new face up, and now I want to get him more clothes, and just like, they're never really absolutely complete, but I've decided I want to continue getting all my dolls to a showable status, I guess I want to say. I want to get, make sure everyone has proper wigs, proper eyes, proper, the face-ups thing also falls into this, and the shoes, even though technically, that's not important for like photographs and stuff unless I'm taking them outside, at least in my opinion. But I want to get everyone to like definitely showable status and get them like at least one outfit per pair of eyes, per wig, per etc., etc. That's going to be very, very aggravating, because I have the unfortunate luck of owning dolls of varying stupid sizes, and I don't even know why I did this to myself. I shouldn't have done this to myself. I really shouldn't have. Like, I have dolls that are standard size, like my Dolls Down Sky is very standard. I like it. Well, not super duper standard. He can fit like SD 13, like, for the Volks SD13 clothes. They may be a little baggy, but then again, that's part of his character. He's pretty much the most standard doll I have. Like, even my Resident Junie, who's supposedly, like slim mini size, can't really fit certain out things made for other slim minis that like are more universal, such as minifees and Unoas and stuff. So I just have very unfortunate luck with that. So that means finding things is not really ever completely easy. But I brought on myself, and unless I want to like exchange everyone's bodies for like universal bodies, I'm just going to deal with it and look for it and actually put some effort into it, which I am going to do this year. And continue to do until it's done. So this might carry over to 2014, but probably not, if only because I really don't have many dolls that are like completely lacking. Luckily, I have like the two glaring ones to me are my Soom Savick and my Dolls No Mo Jax. Because my Dolls No Mo Jax, he's been needing just one friggin' pair of jeans for like since I got him. And I have yet to find jeans that actually fit him. Like, the one pair of jeans I got for him, they lied to me. So here I go, fit Dolls No Boys, and I'm like, that didn't fit him. I had to like summon Satan to get him into those jeans, and then he couldn't sit in them. He could only lay in them because they were so super tight. So yeah. So I think that covers like what I want to do for my dolls, what I want to do with my dolls, and besides photography is definitely introduce their characters more. Like, I want to do videos on their characters. I want to do memes about their characters. I want to just get their characters out there so that people know them and know who they're based off of and things like that. Because I feel like people don't know a lot about my characters, because like at first I like did make videos introducing them, but some of them are outdated, some of them the characters have evolved, and then other times I've just totally not done it with my dolls, and I want to get back to that. So there's a definite thing. I want to get back to being active in all aspects of the community and not just Tumblr. Like, I always have this problem with Tumblr where I get super way too into it. And it gets bothersome because like back in the day when I was heavily involved in the Tokyo Hotel fandom. Right now I'm still in it, but not like heavily super duper crazed into it like I was. Um, I had a different Tumblr. It's still up, but uh, I haven't done anything with it since starting the new one. Anyway, I was like super obsessive about being on Tumblr and making sure to catch up on my dashboard. I was following like tons of people, so like got really super time intensive, and I stopped like it drowned out other aspects of things I like to do because I was just super involved with it. Well, it's happening again, and like some people can deal with that, and maybe they have the time to be on Tumblr like all the time, which is fine if that's what you want to do. But I don't want to do that because it means I'm neglecting other places that I would like to use, such as Blogspot, and I haven't been on Den of Angels in forever, and except to like answer 1 p.m. and that's pretty much it. And to go past the problem transaction thread because I don't know. I like to do that. I don't know if anyone else does, and just be like, what the hell are people's problems like? So yeah. And I also haven't reactivated my my DeviantArt, which I wanted to. Posting on Flickr has like completely died down. It's just really, and it's annoying me because like as much as I do like certain aspects of Tumblr, I find the BJD aspect of Tumblr to be more toxic than other areas, such as YouTube, which is actually my favorite BJD hobbyist collection. Sorry, right? And I love Flickr, and I want to reactivate my DeviantArt because a lot of people I like are on there, and they usually just they share journal entries and everything, and I've been sharing nothing. And yeah, so I want to get back into other aspects of the hobby and not just Tumblr. I can of course keep Tumblr in it. I just want to make sure, you know, not to absorb all my time into that and nowhere else, including YouTube. Um, and then I think that's all I can think of right now. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Well, of course, now I thought of one more thing. I hate when I do that. I'm like, oh, that's it. Wait. I do that all the time. I'm so sorry, you guys. But another thing I did want to focus on this year that I mentioned in my updates video is tinies. But I'm going to start with Cecile. Before I, you know, spend lots of time and money and this and that on tinies, I want to make sure they're actually for me. You know, I'm super hyper jealous of everyone else's tinies and their little dioramas and everything. And I think they're like gorgeous and so cute, and just it looks like so much fun. And I would love to be involved in that, but my primary size of dolls are SD dolls. They're my favorite size. I just love the fact that like I can hold them, and they're very. I just adore them. I adore SD is my size. I don't really like any size smaller than any of the SD sizes. So like 60 centimeter and up, adore. And if you go below that, then like it's like my love level goes down, which seems to be like the complete opposite of everyone I follow, of almost everyone I follow. Anyway, they seem to be growing smaller, and I'm going bigger with my dolls. So it's just kind of funny, but I would like to at least dip a toe into it because since I admire everyone's tiny so much, but I have to actually, you know, see if that size is for me. And I haven't really done much with Cecile except dress her, and I've done really bad face-ups on her. About to do another one. Hopefully it's not as bad, but that's pretty much all I've done with her. So I want to like play with her, maybe get her some new, hopefully her new clothes fit, and get her a diorama or a small house or something, and then see if I like it. If not, well, I really haven't wasted much of anything because, to be honest, Cecile needs her own space. She's tiny amongst all these SDs, and it'd be nice for her to have her own space. So in the end, she'll have her own space, and she'll have possibly some new clothes and everything. But you know, if I don't really get into it, that means no more tinies. But if I do, then I'm going to add tinies to my list of 2013 plans, because I don't know. If I end up liking the size, I want to make sure Cecile has like a couple friends to hang out with. At least 3 more friends. Like, I want her to have I want a total of 4, I think, if I like them. I think 4 would be plenty enough to handle, and if they're all pretty much similar size, I would appreciate that. So, we'll see. I'm going to go from there, and we shall see. So, yes, I think that is officially it for 2013 doll plans. I may have more. I have some things I would like to pursue, but I don't want to solidify them as 2013 plans because they're just things I might want to do. You know, they're not actual things that I really feel I need to do in this hobby. So, yeah. So thank you very much if you watch this. As always, thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, sorry for rambling. And that's all. Bye.